So I just watched my last video back and realised that I didn't put the footage in of towing the van over to the gate, and I went to all the trouble of filming that, so I'm going to put that footage in next. Look at how far down the wheels were. Oh well. I think she's been sitting there for a while. I don't think there's going to be much left of the tyres. I've got to go about 400 metres. No snakes. I sit down in those holes. That'll lift it up a bit more anyway. Let's do it. Got a bit of a hill to go down over here, so should be interesting. So now, on this one, we're going to load up this yeoman. It's not a yeoman. It's not a yeoman. That's a bugger up. It's just a little plough that I got cheap, and I broke it the first time I used it. So we're going to load this up on the trailer. I'm going to take it to town to a fella in there and get him to fix it up for me. Just weld it up, and then yeah. We're going to start ripping some ground because, fingers crossed, we're going to start seeing a bit more moisture over the next couple of months. I want to get this ground ripped up a little bit in places and, yeah, see what difference it makes. It's going to be a bit of a trial. It's not a plough. I'm not going to go ripping and ploughing and everything, but they're just deep, like fairly deep. I don't know, go down about a foot with those, and try and bust up some of the love grass and stuff and see if some better stuff comes through. Might even put some seed out yet. There it is. You've seen it before. So tomorrow's Friday, today's Thursday afternoon. I'm gonna strap it down and yeah, we'll take it into town tomorrow. I'll drop it off hopefully at old mate's workshop. They can do the repairs on it. And then fingers crossed we get some more rain. We had 2 mil this morning, but hopefully it's not finished with us yet. And I know I probably won't have it ready for the weekend, but if I get it back next week and we get some rain, I can get out and start ripping the ground up a little bit. So Jade and I are going to go down and put up the electric fence. get back into the rotational grazing. We sort of laid off it a bit through the winter because it was so dry, and we were worried about the water that we had in our dams. So we've had a little bit of rain, and hopefully there's more rain coming. It's pretty dark out over the mountains over there, and we'll get back into it. The paddock that we're going to split and put them into hasn't had cattle in it for 6 weeks, so I'll film what's on the ground down there when we get down there, and then yeah, we'll get back into it and start rotating them through these paddocks again. One of the dams down there is a little dry, which I've already shown you before, but we'll do that again. And yeah, Joe's going to come give me a hand. You want me to get on the back? One thing I'm not looking forward to is getting these in the ground. I don't know how people do it with the ones that aren't sharpened. Well, these ones have got sharp tips on them, and yeah, you go to about 10. I normally pace out about 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. When it's dry, try and put them into a grass tussock like that. It's going to be fun. Oh yeah, we're right. I'm surprised it went in. Yeah. So every 10 sort of steps or 12 steps or so, I'll put one in. Righto. We're getting, people are dropping letters in our mailbox asking us if we'll adjust cattle here, and oh, they're finally starting to come up. Yeah, I love them. But yeah, I've got to wonder if the reason that we've got a little bit of grass is because of the rotational grazing that we did. 3, 10. Alright, I'm not going to film going all the way with this. You get the gist of it. I know that there's way more elaborate setups that people have where they can do all this by themselves, and we only do it every fortnight, so we don't move our cattle daily like a lot of people that rotationally graze do. I think I'm having trouble getting this one in. She's crooked. Doesn't matter. That's the beauty of using this system. You don't have to have your posts in dead straight or anything. They can be a little bit crooked and it's not going to affect the way it works or anything like that. And yeah, the ground's hard. We're putting them in the grass tussocks, about 10 big paces apart. And yeah, like I said, there's way more elaborate setups and that people have got, really good ones too, where they put a lot of thought into it and that, but this gets us out of the house for an hour. It doesn't even take, it takes about 15 minutes. And you know, we get to breathe in the fresh air, and yeah, hopefully it's gonna rain. Cloudy. We'll get this up and then we'll move the cattle in here. And she's dry in places here, but yeah, it's a lot better here than it is on the other side of the road, I can tell you that. fence up. Like I said, it doesn't matter. And these plastic posts, they'll bend like that. You pull them out, throw them in the shed. Next time you go and pull them out a week later, they're straight again. They don't hold memory, which is good. That's it. We're halfway. So they'll have a week in here, and then a week in there, and then we'll move them up to the top paddock. Normally they're running down here waiting at the gate, but that's how long it's been since we've sort of been doing it. But we'll go down there and see if we can call them over. Jade's going up there. I'd prefer not to chase these guys around if I can help it. Come on! Come on! Turn it off. Turn it off. No, no, turn it off. She can't hear me. Turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it off. Turn it off. That's it. Come on. Come on. Only takes one. Come on. Come on. If I go over there and tap that blue tub, they'll come running. Come on. Come on. Now look, see a couple of them are coming. Come on. And then it takes one to hold them up too, so. Come on. I'll walk down here. But the others are on the other side of the fence. Because I had both these paddocks open. Come on! The little cow at the front there, Jode named her Betty, and she's always been good. She'll run straight up to me because she'll think I've got food. Come on! Come to the gate. The other ones up the back there are coming. Starting to run now. Come on! They're going to run straight to that trough. Put them into that grass. That's they're eating that love grass that they won't eat. Come on! Come on! This big one coming down here in the middle of the paddock there. She's, oh no, it's got a white tag. Yeah, I think that's a big matriarch. We call her the matriarch. She's huge. Look at them coming down the fence line. Come on! They'll follow her. Come on! Ah, these little ones are coming down. Their mums are in here, see? They're coming in. This is good. Touch wood. Come on! One comes through. Usually the rest will follow. See that? There you go. Didn't have to chase them around on the motorbike. I know it's easy, way easier on a little place like this. And we do handle them a lot, which keeps them pretty quiet. We've got a couple of high-headed ones here, but for the most part they're fairly good. And look at that, they're just hammering into that grass. It's good, isn't it? We've got people that are around this area, and their cows are skin over bone, and they've got no grass. They're hand feeding. Look at these guys. Morning little block. They look awesome. That's it, that's that job done. Just had to get some more footage of them munching on that grass. These three here, that white fella, this fella, and this, they're steers. She's a cow. She had a calf last year. One of them black ones there's her calf. It's taken her a while to get back. She's looking good now. Still a little bit skinny.
Yeah, she's a bit skinny.
Betty's looking good. She's a little leader, that little cow there. She's nice and quiet. She loves the food.
Until you get her in the yard.
Yeah, in the yard she's a back pain in the backside, but yeah, she's nice and quiet out in the paddock. Anyway, they're loving it. Go around, we'll have a quick look at that lick block over there and see how much of that there is left. Here's what's left of our, that was a 100 kilo lick block. Still about, I don't know, there'd still be 20 or 30 kilos there. But they, the roos hopping through here. We just hit, there was probably about 20 of them down in the front paddock there when we were putting the electric fence up, but they've all taken off in the next door. But you know, the saying goes is that the cattle will tell you what they need, and if they're still burning through the lick blocks, then obviously I'm going to have to get another one. Although they're on greener feed down there, and that's normally for they're dry feed lick blocks, and it was to get them to eat some of this stuff rather than me having to slash it all, you know. But they're not, they still won't touch it, but they're happy to eat the stuff that's been slashed when it pops back up green. So it was a bit of an experiment to see how that'd go, and like you can see that this looks like it's just been slashed when it hasn't. It was done about 8 weeks ago, and they've gone through and kept it at the height that it was slashed at, and they haven't really picked in through too much of this that I can see. Grass come through here and stuff. That's the good stuff. So this is all going to have a rest now. I don't know whether to come through and slash it all down like the rest of it or not, but because it is hard going. These tussocks are thick. The tractor doesn't like it and the slasher doesn't like it, so it's hard going. Spaces here, but yeah. Anyway, that was good. That experiment has sort of worked. They've kept it all down. There's no long green shoots coming off like there is in that front paddock. So anyway, we'll carry on.